was excited this morning.
You were at a festival for 3 days, so I told you had a good time, and so it's not your fault. Did Sawyer read any? Do you know?
I know she brought it. I don't know. I know she wasn't caught up a couple days ago. I don't know how it's been since.
I love that the effort was there. Like y'all are gone, like partying, and you're like, okay, but I'm gonna bring it because like I'm gonna try. Like that's better.
I left my bag.
Right. No, but it's a quick read, honestly. Like once you go through the chapters, I think it just kind of takes off. Like it's not that.
Yeah. I was reading it this morning, and I liked what I've read so far, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get spoiled. That's what I get for not reading.
I feel like it's good that there's like a big thing. I'm sure we're all going to talk about it, like that we don't know yet, and we're just like, what is it? But I'm glad that they haven't revealed it yet, so that people that are haven't caught up, we don't know. So
right. I feel like we need to like talk about our ideas of like what happened.
Yes. Right.
Wait, before we do, can we just talk about Chloe, like as a person, now that we know her better?
I
hate
her too. When I don't care for her. Like she sucks.
Like, and they set it up to where it's like you could be thinking like, I think I was thinking like maybe Chloe doesn't like live in a safe home where she can come out, and so that's why like. But then she said, "Oh, my mom doesn't care. My mom,
right?
Like, oh my gosh, like she's so horrible,
girl. I know." And then she was like, yeah, like, can we not just do like I was with him and now I'm with you? Like,
no, she's so manipulative. Like, oh.
She pissed me off. Janie, just to catch you up, Chloe is like a backstory to the book of like what happened to Eleanor. One of the reasons like she's like,
I got to 7, so I've read a little bit about Chloe,
okay.
But I'm not that far. Okay. Hey, Liv.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Liv.
But yeah, no, I haven't gotten
to that part yet.
I already, for how much I've read about her, I already don't like her. So
that's why you were like quiet, or I was just like, oh, Jamie's face looks like.
I'm like, I believe it. She gives me, it's giving pretentious.
Ooh, why do I feel like she's dead?
I think so.
I think she's dead. Yeah, something happened on the boat. Like maybe she fell off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh God, guys, no, I did not.
Oh no, I don't know. That's just my speculation.
No, but right, that could be a good correlation because she's like hates boats. It's like a traumatic.
But they said something about having some kind of celebration at the cemetery, and it said like they had some celebration thing at the cemetery like since last Halloween. So like cemetery, I don't know. I kind of figured she's dead.
It says memorial.
Memorial?
Yeah, like it's like I'm pretty sure I just read it. It said something memorial.
Okay, so the opposite of a celebration then.
The opposite of a celebration.
I was close.
I'll find it. Maybe I'm making it up.
Wait, I saw something similar to that. Was it like the school doing that? Is that what you're saying?
It was like
something going on there, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, those are my suspicions.
Well, did y'all catch how Jillian? First of all, when Jillian joined the coven group, I was like, "T."
Yeah, Jillian and her little backstory. Like, is she gonna sell me out? Well, we have to start from the beginning because there's a lot that I feel like there's a lot kind of that happens. Like, because we stopped at what? The 3, right? Coven, chapter 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess Liv, how do you like the book so far? Like, you liking it? What's your thoughts?
I have a lot of conflicting emotions with Eleanor because on the one hand, and on the one hand, she has, and I think my opinion will definitely change the further I get in, obviously, because I'm kind of in Jamie's boat. I'm not fully to chapter 12 yet. But I like the more I get into it, the more I'm like, I kind of see where she's coming from, and they kind of give backstory every time something happens. So it's kind of like that, and I really like that. because
Yeah.
it's like as needed. It's not just like spending so much time, blah blah blah. Okay, let's get to the real story. But
Mhm.
Eleanor in the beginning really kind of ticked me off because she was just being so mean all the time, especially to her mom.
Cynical.
And I'm like, what are you being mean for?
Right. Right.
She's just a lady, you know. But it kind of also gave me like a theory kind of for the title, because I feel like you could take the title two ways, which was like that she's gonna like find lesbian beautiful love and also magic, but also she's kind of being a witch right now in the sense of a subword there. And she's like, it's kind of improbable that she would find like the magic of love because she's being so rude. So through this, I'd like to see her get a little bit nicer. That's it.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch right now.
She's kind of a bitch right now. But like also at the same time, I get like there is reasoning behind it. It's not just like blatant, you know, and she's conscious of it every time she does it. She's like, why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Right.
And I think that's something that everybody can relate to, of like not being able to really get a handle on yourself for a little while because you're just so stressed out or preoccupied with something, and even consciously recognizing in your head, like, man, I'm being kind of a jerk.
Right. But
So
she's
it
like,
makes it relatable, which I like. Yeah.
welcome, Saul. Yeah, I think her mom too, like her mom's situation, that's also like probably weighing on her, like in the beginning chapters. Damn, so like we left off where they were at the boat, right? They did this ritual, they left, and then what are y'all's thoughts? Anything jump out at you when you read it, or like anything surprising?
Can I say one thing? I think there's more to the story that we're anticipating. I think Charlie said that last time in the last book club, but there's that point in time, her anxiety definitely comes from like the ocean, the water, stuff like that. And then we get a little bit more information later into the chapters. So I'm really wondering, like, what is her deal?
Should we give our theories as to what we think happened? Because I have a theory about what I think happened.
We should go around and be like, what do you think happened and like why? I think
I think,
but
okay, I know nobody else, but I think that Chloe got hammered drunk and fell off at the doing of whatever that douchebag's name is, the dude, Harrison, and drowned and died. I think that's what happened, because she said she doesn't like alcohol. The alcohol thing was just triggering her. Obviously doesn't like boats. It's all kind of, and that was probably like her first like love and everything, and her first friend, so that's why she doesn't want to get close to anybody.
And she had that flashback where Chloe was like vomiting while he was driving the boat, and she was like, slow down, but he wouldn't.
That's very accurate.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Did you say Steph? Did you say me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm cooking something over here. I'm sorry. I keep bouncing back. So I will also be honest. I did not read. So Justin gave me like the Spark Notes version of it. But just from what I did read, like from the first 4 chapters, I also think Chloe did die on that boat. That's why Eleanor's so like triggered by the boat and alcohol. I don't know. I still kind of hope that we find out that like her dad or something is some powerful witch and is like, Eleanor, your time has come. Like I'm passing on something. I really hope that does happen, because I think that'd be a cool storyline. But yeah, I also think Eleanor is a little on the annoying side. I feel she's just so like, the whole world is against me. It's like, just like, she has like
Eleanor club right now.
Yeah. She's very like pity me, everything like that. It's like, girl,
she's very insecure.
Very insecure. That's the word.
Very insecure.
And I'm just like, you gotta
Serious
tragic.
Yeah, it's definitely a pity party with her a lot of the time.
I don't know. You guys on like, that's what I think. I think the obvious is like Chloe's dead, but
is it?
Just because he just ended on like 11 at the end when Jillian was there. Remember what Jillian said? She said, well, people don't like hate you. So that made me think, okay, it can't be that bad. What is so, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, what is so to the point where you don't want to say it, but like, and then she didn't, of course, I want to read more. They didn't even go into depth, but she did say that. Jillian did say that. She said, you know, people don't hate you. So I was like, okay, so is Chloe dead or not? Because
yeah,
That's a good point.
I peeped that too. That was
Does that mean that Eleanor feels as though it may be her fault?
It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's kind of guilt going on there.
Yeah.
Mad.
I feel bad. Yeah, I'm the odd one out.
Like, I'm Team Eleanor.
Like she's had a really hard time with like her mom, like because her mom has Lyme disease, which is a really like serious thing. And like I feel like that's got to be so hard to like go from having this really life with your mom who works at the aquarium, like that's a cool job, you know, and like get to go, and then all of a sudden she has to work, because like at the beginning it said something that technically her mom and her work at that store, but really she like picks up her mom's shifts because her mom work. And I feel like that's probably like really like hard on a person, and then she is going through that and meets Chloe and feels like valued and loved, whatever, but then it ends up being that Chloe's just like really manipulative and like using her basically. So I feel like I can see why she's cynical, because it's like she's been through a lot, and like you can see herself, like it really is like a psychological thing. Like somebody said, I think Liv said, like how she'll be like catch herself and be like, no, why did I say that? Like, or why did I think that? Because it's like something like, because she's gone through these like things, done something to her psychologically, and she's trying to like work through it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I would say I hate her, but she's just annoying. Like she's just like, I can tell she's young and she's just insecure, and like how she's all about like the attention. Like, oh my gosh, did everyone see that she kissed me? Pixie finally kissed her. I was just like, girl, come on.
She's
like
giving Evie vibes.
Yes.
I'm dead.
But like literally hear her out though. Like her first love was like not trying to like be with her at all. She was basically manipulating her, and she thought she loved her. And then all of a sudden she's like, let me go sleep with your enemy. And then like all of a sudden she's like, well, damn, I thought you were like mine. And she's like, no. So I mean, like I understand like her giddiness, and like, you know, give someone some type of praise, you know, for her actually trying to
get out there.
Yeah,
she's
get out there.
Sometimes though, she says some funny shit. Like I be laughing at shit that she says sometimes. I don't know.
I like that part. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're good.
I was saying that part that I liked about her though that made me laugh was whenever she gets so freaking nervous. She went to go follow what's her name, Ophira at the high school, and then she hides behind the bush and she like pulls out the blunt. And she's like, "Here you go." She's like, "No," and she's like, oh, "Okay." And this does it by herself. I'm just.
Oh right. She's like.
It was kind of like the signal of like, okay, we're friends, but she didn't get it. She's like, oh damn, this is bad.
Yeah, she's like,
because like literally, I guess like, I mean, if you're like a stoner or like you're like a drinker, you're like someone, you offer someone something, they're like, oh no, like it's kind of just like, damn, that was actually like a sign of like, damn, you're trying to get whatever. But it's like now it's kind of awkward. No,
you killed it out.
Right? We on vibing. But no, I think honestly, Pix.
What does everyone think of Pix? Like character, like you know, learning more about her. Like, what do y'all think? She's odd though. She's, I don't know.
Oh, I love her.
I do too.
There is just something about her. I'm just like, wow.
She's very centered. She's got to be. What did she say she was? I thought she was an Earth sign, but what is she?
Me too. Okay, I thought Taurus, because she said she's an empath. So I was like, oh, cool.
Okay, but she didn't say what her sign was, right? She just said that she was an empath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, empath.
Yeah, she's very much. I don't know. What are y'all thoughts about her? Do you feel like? I mean, I feel like she's gonna end up with her. It's not gonna be bad. She doesn't give me like she would turn on her or do anything weird or like even hate her for whatever she's scared for. But I don't know.
I mean, it seems like they're gonna end together from what it's playing out right now. It seems like they're gonna end together.
Yeah. I just like Susan and how she had that the little hangout where she went to her house and then Susan was like, giving her a wink and stuff. Like, she's actually one of my favorite characters.
Homie.
She is. Susan's my fave.
Yeah. I don't
Has
know.
there been? Oh, I'm sorry, Cindy.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to ask, since I didn't read, is there been like an indication? Because this is in October, right? Right, leading up to Halloween.
Mhm.
Is there like an indication where Pixie and her little coven might leave after Halloween? Because I was kind of thinking that because like the timing of them showing up right before Halloween, I don't know if they're just like
That's a good question.
there for
That's
certain-
Is it like all year? Because isn't like
Yeah.
the Halloween thing?
I think it's here. They're just like doing like the witch New Year's Eve is like Halloween or something, and I think that's like the really big celebration. So they're just doing like a lot, but they like a lot of them live there or like close, and they have like monthly meetings or whatever. But I think it's just like it's like leading up to their big like celebration.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's something like it's a parade night. It's October 1st, and like every year they do some sort of like
Is it
I guess
Day of the Dead?
ritual. And so say that again.
Day of the Dead?
Yes, I think so. I think something like that. And I think that's where Justin said like they go to the cemetery, but then that's when Jillian said like the cemetery closes at noon now. It started last year because of something.
Yeah.
And wouldn't say why.
Whoever picked when to stop, that was a good stop. That was a good stop because I was like, oh,
Right.
I want to know.
The holiday called, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's called Samhain, Samhain.
Yeah, that's why it's called.
Like, it's pronounced so weird. You pronounce it like there's a W. It's Samhain.
Someone.
Samhain?
That's weird. It makes no sense.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Samhain.
So
Oh my God, Abby, are you pagan?
Girl. What kind of question? Wait, you
I
are?
was, I was just curious. No, because like because she knows a lot. So I was just like, are you?
Okay.
Would you guys ever be pagan? Like,
What
and if you don't know what that is, it's basically like
Not
you're not a
Christian.
witch. You're basically, well, Abby, actually, do you want to explain it? Because I don't want to be like.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not an expert. Like, I think like paganism, basically, they say it pretty well in the book. Like, nature is above everything else.
Mm.
So, like, all of the holidays are honoring nature. So you are always doing something. So that's why like harvest is a really big deal. Like springtime, like Easter came from I don't even really know how to say it because I've heard a few different pronunciations, but like Easter came from a pagan holiday. It was just celebrating the spring equinox, and bunnies and eggs were always pagan symbols because bunnies multiply and eggs are everywhere, so like Easter came from paganism, and the same with Christmas. Like Christmas is also winter solstice. So like all holidays came from ancient pagan holidays, and they just worship nature. And but yeah, like I wouldn't really consider myself like Wiccan or a witch, but like I am pagan. Like I celebrate nature and I celebrate the holidays, and like
I mean,
have
wouldn't make us all pagans at that point, since we also we celebrate all these holidays.
Because like, yeah, I was
pretty
gonna
much
say,
people don't realize how like pagan their daily lives are. Like even our days, like Friday is like named after like a goddess, like every day is named after a god or a goddess. Like our whole world is built around paganism. People just don't realize it.
Even isn't Halloween based off of some kind of holiday or superstition from one of the Scandinavian countries, I think. Something like that.
yeah.
I think there was like some dark shit that happened too in like Ireland or something like forever ago. I can't even remember what it was, but yeah, I mean it's mostly just like you're honoring like it is inspired by other stuff, but it's just honoring. It's very Day of the Dead, honoring those who are lost. It's like technically when like I think they say it in the book, like it's kind of when like the veil thins. And
oh yeah, like the souls and the humans, like they're
like they do a really good job actually.
Yeah, I'm like, she's giving a lot of really good facts, like just about like things. I'm like
Mhm.
learning stuff, which is kind of cool.
Right. Like I didn't know about Salem, how she said like none of the original sites are actually there. I had no idea. I was like, wait, what?
Mhm.
You're talking about the sites that they burned the witches? Is that the sites?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I how has been like, have y'all liked the cards, like the tarot cards? They've been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was one
I
that
like
I
the
really liked.
concept of how she like structures the cards based upon like what she's going through her life. Because that's typically when you get tarot card readings, like that's exactly what happens. Like there's like a point in the book where she even gets a reading and she's like, well, what if I don't do this? And she's like worried, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. But then if you do it, it's like new beginnings, blessings, this and that. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Like I've done a reading, I've been read to before, and like sometimes it's just weird because I'm like, can anyone do it or only empaths? Because like, is it really true? You know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right,
That's
like
pretty hard.
it's a lot to remember. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. My favorite one was the one when they talked about, I think it was strength or like the lion or something. So, because what could you do if you had like a lion next to you? Like, what would you conquer or something? I just like the way that was like worded. It's kind of cool. Like, oh, motivational.
I like how she's kind of funny with each card too, like the way she describes it. Like
Yeah.
it's not in a very traditional way. Like she's describing it in like a pretty funny, kind of comical way with each card, which I thought was kind of cute too.
like-
a little bit more relatable.
Like very conversational.
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's very conversational the way she explains.
Yeah.
that. I like it. I agree.
Yeah. Same.
I just want to talk about Ophira's family, like her parents and their house, because it sounds so cool. Like I love her family. And I wish the house was real so I could like visit her family. Like I feel like it would just be like so fun.
Literally.
Stephen, like
Her dad
Adam's
was being
family
a good
vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But like everyone's like successful and like rich, and then you have like the two kids, whoever's at home. Like I just what
These
a
kids are
time.
like rich, aren't they? I feel like they're all kind of pretty rich.
Right.
They are, because Pixie's mom is like a doctor and her dad's like a lawyer. But then whenever she was telling Eleanor, because when Pixie was at Ophelia's house with all the girls and she was like, hey Pixie, is your house like this? She's like, no, my house is like normal. And I was like, your dad's a lawyer, your mom's a doctor, what do you mean your house is normal?
Right, you gotta be balling. Get out of here.
Pixie, Ophira, they're cousins.
Well, yeah, I feel like they were referring to like how like eccentric and stuff her house is, and like how her mom redecorates like all the time. And
Mhm.
like, but they say the last theme was like the bow theme, and there were like bows on.
The pink bows. I was like, that's wild. I don't like that.
And I think, but maybe I like didn't read it right, but I think they even said like there was like a painting of one of the pieces of furniture like on the wall, like it was like a painting of the chair, like just very like odd, but like I love it. Like it's so like quirky.
Yeah, like grow up
Yeah,
in there
that's-
for just
Never let them know your next move.
right. Literally.
Guys, real quick question is my thing isn't on mute, obviously. Is there like a lot of car noise? Should I turn on mute?
You
No,
just
you're
sound like you're in the car, but there's no car noise.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like distracting.
Mm-mm.
Continue on.
Question for everyone. Actually, you know what, Justin, I have a question for you. Who do you see yourself in the most out of everyone in this book so far, out of all the characters?
Personality wise.
Anyways, it's a great question. I was not prepared for.
Yeah, Harrison. I'm just kidding.
I know.
Come on, give me a little credit.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm kind of a skeptic, so maybe the main character Eleanor the most. I was also kind of a shithead when I was a teenager, so maybe that a little bit too. being like a angry little asshole for no reason. But yeah, I guess for that, maybe those aren't good reasons, but probably Eleanor, I guess.
That's pretty valid.
That's valid. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. I guess for everyone else, Cindy, who do you actually empathize or like see yourself more like as a character in the book?
Mine is weird, but it's Susan. She's got like a big sister vibe to Eleanor, and that kind of like relate to that. You know, it's like they got their little banter going on, but you know, like she's love for Eleanor, but you know, she's also like holding this like she has a good like she's someone I feel like Eleanor and her mom lean on to kind of make things normal, and you know, I can see that. I can relate to that.
That's valid. I see. And then wait, I'm like gonna ask everyone because like I'm really honestly curious. Liv, how about you?
Oh, I was kind of thinking about that, and I don't think I'm introduced to fully all the characters yet, but like I think I'm kind of stuck between Pix and Eleanor a little bit. I think when I was younger, it was more Eleanor, but as I've gotten older and recently, like in the last 2 years, it's been a little bit more Pix, which is called growth. Thank you very much.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I think just because I've kind of found like the areas in my life that like keep me grounded and keep me centered, and the people in my life, I have a strong support system, and you know, maybe some of the people I know are kind of weird and out there, and they've got, you know, funky little hobbies, but they also pull me out of my like shell into doing more outgoing things. And you know, just, you know, trying new stuff and all that. So I think probably more so Pix in those regards.
Period. And what about you?
I would probably say Susan too as well, like Cindy said, but I also see myself with Eleanor because, of course, being a stoner.
I will.
Every time I'm just like, yes, girl, you pull out the blunt and take a hit. Like, I fuck with that when Eleanor, but I also like how Susan is and how she's very like, you know, cares for you. You can tell like she cares for Eleanor and her mom. And so I don't know, 50-50 on Eleanor and Susan with me.
That's valid. Jamie?
Mine, granted, I obviously know I'm going to get a lot more on these characters here coming up in the near future, but as of right now, I kind of go somewhere like Ophira. I kind of vibe with her. I liked her response to whenever her the way that whenever she met up with her and stuff at the school, she's like, girl, she got a social media, just tell her yourself.
Right.
I love with her. She's kind of funny. She gives me like Pix seems like the super like sweet, like super grinding, whatever. Ophira just feels like she's very much like whatever,
Girl, realist, yeah.
I feel like I kind of vibe with that. I like Ophira.
Yeah, I you know, I called it too when I had the question because I was like, let me find out if I'm right.
No, that does track for Jamie.
Like,
That very much tracks.
Like 10. So,
I'm just saying.
What about you, Salia?
me?
Yeah.
Okay, I see myself a lot in, I would say it's in between Ophira and Pix. Ophira, because of the way she's very like, she likes to demand attention wherever she is. Like she's, you know, stopping whatever she needs to in order to be like, y'all, this is weird. Why are you doing that? Like, why are you disrupting the statue? Everything like that. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, get with it. And like, she doesn't give a care. And like, I feel like that's what I aspire to be.
Right.
I feel like that's what I aspire to be. And then personality wise now, I would say I think I am a little bit more, I guess I would say I'm a little bit leaning towards, I guess, like Pix and Eleanor. Let's be real. I think I have a lot more anxiety now, like Eleanor, just a tad. And then Pix kind of like being the empath and kind of just being like grounding everyone together, like, hey, is everyone okay?
Like a hybrid.
I don't feel okay. You know what I mean? And like,
okay,
kind of
I
like
don't feel okay. That's like
exactly, she's the one assessing the situation in the entire room, just make sure like everyone has like, you know, some sort of say in something, and also being able to be heard in their own voice, which is really cool. Someone I actually want to aspire to, like kind of like what my personality to shape into. But I think after that really long explanation, I'm probably Eleanor right now. Yeah.
Girl, you switched like 3 times.
I know.
Wait,
It's-
Abby, did you go?
I was about to ask, yeah, Abby and Charlie hasn't gone.
Oh, and Charlie. Okay, yeah.
Charlie, who do you think, who do you like see yourself in these characters?
I feel like I relate a lot to Pix. Like her energy work and stuff. Like I love doing like energy stuff with like my crystals. And like I relate to that. But when I was a kid, I was 100% Ophira's little sister who was like, I wanted to come, like her mom didn't go.
Wait, Carly, do you have siblings or like older
One.
cousins? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Period. And then Abby, what about you, girl?
Honestly, I don't really know. That's a good question. I guess maybe a little bit of Ophira, because I'm like, you know, pretty matter of fact and I'm kind of extra, but I'm not that fucking passionate about anything really. So I don't know why. I don't know. She's kind of intense. I'm not like that intense.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say pigs, because I feel like when she said I believe in like literally everything, I like thought of you, girl. I was like,
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of in between them too. Like a lot of us are. Like I relate to both characters a little bit. Like I also relate to Pix in the way that she's kind of like, she doesn't seem to put too much thought into anything. Not like she's dumb, but just like she doesn't spend her energy on like small things. Like there's, does that make sense? I don't know. I'm just
yeah.
She seems very mellow. She's a very mellow person, and I feel like I relate to that too. But yeah.
Yeah.
I like the flow.
Yeah, she rolls with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Abby gives me Ivy vibes. I
Which
can
one
see you
was-
whipping up some type of like
Oh,
little
kitchen
potion in the
witchery.
kitchen.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I can
trying,
totally see it.
learning how to bake and cook right now.
Heck yeah.
I'm trying.
She's chill. She just kind of does her thing. Her little kitchen witch things. I can see that.
Right.
being-
She's
I
minding her
would
business.
love to have a girlfriend who makes me clothes. I would love to be Ivy.
Yeah.
I guess oh
No, you start good.
I was gonna ask another question, because like I was just honestly
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, since you know we all like name each other's like characters in the group, like if you're a part of the group as the witches, like what kind of witch would you be? Like, would you be a kitchen witch? Would you be like the girl? There's like Annabelle, who's like the logistics, and I'm like, what logistics is going on in here? Are y'all guys selling things? I was like,
I think you're running a multi-level marketing business.
Literally, I was like, logistics.
Oh no.
There's like logistics, there's the clothing, there's the food, and then there's of course Ophelia's job, where she like handles everything, like delegates everyone. Truth be told, I have no idea what Pix does.
She's a recruiter, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She is a
Recruiter.
she's the
she's
recruiter.
HR.
She
HR.
gets a kickback on the recruitment.
Exactly.
HR. Y'all are funny, bro.
But,
You
like,
say she's HR?
Yeah, she's
HR is
HR.
acting inappropriate.
like it cracks me up how like you know what? No, I like how serious they're taking this, because they really are like serious about being witches. Because it's like they were like dumbing this down. I'd be like, oh damn, like come on now, like y'all guys already like committed, like go for it.
Right.
So, like, when she said logistics, I was like, logistics.
I mean, I feel like if I had people who were, as into it as I was, I would probably be doing the same type of shit. I just don't have like, I don't really know very many people around here like that, you know? But I feel like I'd do the same. I would want to celebrate with a group of people who has similar beliefs on like a big holiday like this.
It'd be kind of fun.
Like I see the appeal.
I have a question. This is probably a stupid question, but are they in college?
No.
Okay, from what I'm getting out of it, like, okay, let me know what you guys think about this. Like, do we think that Eleanor got kicked out of school? I don't know if you guys already talked about this before I got in tonight.
No.
But do you think she got kicked out of school for something, or did she leave and get homeschooled, finish her GED? Like what? Because she seems to still be like she's a senior in high school because all of those classmates are still in high school.
Yeah. I think she got kicked out because of that part that what I was referring to earlier when she was like all nervous to be on campus. She was like hiding. I don't see why hiding if she had left any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been really good about like little cliffhangers. Like it'll give you a little bit and then it just immediately changes the subject. And you're like, what the fuck? I wanted more information.
No,
wait, didn't she get a restraining order, or am I just being crazy?
No, he did. Yeah, Harrison said he was working on getting one.
Oh, from Eleanor.
Mhm.
For Eleanor.
Yeah, and she was getting scared, and I was like, "What did she do?" I'm like, "Girl, a whole man giving you a restraining order, and he's the richest one there. You must have did something big."
He might.
We're putting it together. We're putting it together slowly, but
Who really? Okay, this is for me. This is me. When y'all had the part where the Harrison and the boys came up and like started humping the thing and just being dumb, who wanted them to like go off on some magic shit and like,
yes,
you know, like vampire or what's it called? What's the vampire thing? Twilight. Whenever she like and then she like kills the person.
Yes.
Why did I want that to happen so bad?
I hope it does at some point.
Yeah, that altercation, like they all got together, like they're like a band of witches, and I'm like, y'all pull up, like do something. And then Eleanor's ass just fucking panic attacks and leaves. I'm like, girl, you don't have to.
I don't know. Is she really considering herself a witch? Because let's be real, they invited her to the club, but she's not considering herself a witch yet.
I think
she just wants to be with pigs.
Yeah, there's a reason. She ain't trying to be no witch right now. She's just trying to get close to pigs.
Well, she's still like, she doesn't really believe in, like, that's kind of like the thing. She's like, doesn't believe in like witchy or like whatever. And so I think we're seeing her slowly open up to like, you know, the coven and that. Because she was like, this is like, that's kind of part of the thing is she's like, I hate my job. Like, I don't I don't believe in any of this stuff. But like, she's starting to see there's like a different, like, she's in the very like touristy, you know, witchy store versus like even the one they had the meeting in, like the collective witch store. She was like, this is way cooler. Like, this is way different than the store.
Oh yeah, like the vases, guys.
Yeah. The boob salt shakers.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm done. Makes me want to go to Salem at this point. Like I'm gonna try to check it out. You know, like a group trip.
So they don't like actually do like magic or anything though, right? Like that's kind of what I'm getting is like it's not like you know, they're not going Harry Potter on the shit, you know, like it's not having actual spells or anything. It's more of like a community and belief thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think so. I think we gauged like right because they would have done something by now.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Oh, what are you gonna say?
I assume the magic is gonna be like the love, the friendship.
Just something me and make me think it is like magic because like the comment they made about like the food and how she like are like jokes? Am I like not getting the joke? Because like, you know, like the comment about the food, it was like she makes all of like this like unhealthy food like really nutritious. And I'm like, is this a joke? Like,
right?
Is this Yeah.
So it's like
And on-
it's a real thing. Like kitchen witches, it's a real thing. It's like they like grow their own vegetables, their own fruits, sometimes like their own herbs. They like just very artfully put things together and make like really healthy stuff a lot of the time. But yeah, and they'll like sometimes they'll put essential oils and stuff in it or like whatever. It's like equivalent to a potion, like when they make like an herbal tea or whatever. Like that makes sense from
Yeah.
what I understand.
You know
I
what would make this book even darker? If low-key everything that was happening was just so they could get Eleanor to tell the truth. And they were the like, you know, in that one part in the book, I know it's like super random, but it was like, if you do something bad, you get 3 times bad things happen to you.
That things happen to you? Yeah.
Right. And so like they came there feeling her energy and shit, was like, we need to get this girl, do whatever we can.
That'd be dark, though.
From the food, from pics.
Not that dark.
I mean, that
hope
would be very left. And I would be like, y'all are
This
fucking
is
weird.
gave vibes of when Bev thought that whatever his name is was gonna sleep with the mom from the 70s.
Oh. Was it Seven Husbands?
And 7 days in June.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was so funny.
It was, y'all, you knew it would have been so much better.
Oh, really? It would have. It would have
really
been.
would have, yeah.
Drama.
Oh, okay, back to my question. I'm sorry. I don't think you guys said they're not in college. So her little coven girls, are they high schoolers?
Yeah.
Like
Private
senior.
schoolers.
Seniors.
Seniors in
Yeah.
high school? So Pixie is still in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just like,
So
Yeah,
she's younger.
Not new- Remember the most I think, oh my god, Avery, I think like the most recent chapter, remember that girl that she knew from school, just
oh,
like
Julian?
is now their classmate, my former classmate, their current classmate.
So like these high school girls are recruiting college girls to be in their coven?
No, they're all in high school.
They're all in high
Mhm.
school. So then Jillian was like a younger classmate, I guess, right? Is what you're saying?
No, they're all the same age.
So wait, did Jillian just move schools? Kind of what, like exactly what Eleanor did?
Isn't
is-
Jillian? All right, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Jillian was Simon, the dealer's girlfriend.
But
She's the
they,
deal-
right?
that party. Remember, Eleanor was talking about like a past time, and she was talking about a party, I think, at Harrison's house, and she went out to smoke and was hanging out with Simon and his girlfriend Jillian.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Went down. She knew Jillian. Jillian knows what happened and is now in the group, but they are all the same age. So whether Eleanor got kicked out or whatever it is, like Jillian knows, right? But just isn't saying anything.
I guess the only thing that throws me off is Eleanor's mom was like, I think it's about time you start applying for college with me. That means that like that's what threw me off. I was like, okay, so she's like in between.
In high school.
Because Chloe did Chloe already go to college? Because where did Chloe?
FIT?
No, she had a program. It was just for a month at FIT.
That's what been tripping me out because I'm trying to figure out like,
For a month. That was still think of the were y'all like seething like I was? I was getting heated whenever she like went to FIT and then she came back and they met up.
Girl, can we talk about that? So does that mean that that's current, that like she's with Pixie right now, but she's meeting up with Chloe?
Girl, Chloe's dead. Anyone?
Y'all, she's not dead. We have not confirmed that.
I don't think she's dead. I
Y'all,
really
can we
don't.
put a bet? This
I
for
agree
right now.
with you.
Let's put a bet. Who thinks Chloe's dead? Who thinks she's alive? And then we can like winner, brag, basically.
it.
Down for that.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
All right. Well, all hands up for people that think Chloe is dead.
Me.
That
Scott
bitch is dead.
says yes too. So put 2 for me.
Oh, wait, okay. Wait.
Wow.
So
Ever-
dead, Jamie, Justin, Steph, Abby, Charlie, Bev, no? Alive?
No.
You
I don't
think
think she's dead.
Bev, you think she's alive?
No, I think she's alive. Yes, sorry.
Oh, yeah, she's alive. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Okay, so okay, a live crew is Salia, me,
Yeah.
and Liv. Okay.
I
Okay.
feel like Meryl and Andre would also say alive.
Nah, don't do that.
Andre would probably be like, "Oh, she's 6 feet under."
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in spots.
Why did you nail that?
Right.
Really
right,
did.
Truly.
Right?
No. Okay, no, but did y'all guys ever talk about when? Because yeah, I had a lot to say about Chloe because Chloe really got on my last nerve. That one chapter where she like was Eleanor went to go see Chloe and she really had sex with Harrison minutes before she even came.
Yeah, she's a sloppy girl. That was
Girl,
She was disgusting. I was like, ew, are you even take a shower, you disgusting girl?
I couldn't even believe it. I really could not. I was like, she
Charlotte,
didn't.
you said it in the beginning. You're like, and the fact that she's like, "Oh, my mom's okay with me dating other women." I'm like, "Oh, so you're just
Girl.
like, it.
So
Okay."
you're li-
She should have just went for it and just been like, peace.
What'd you say, Charlie?
She's just so manipulative. Like she knows what she's doing. She knows that Eleanor felt like so strongly about her and she was just stringing her along just because she knew she could and it
Yep.
off like it really
Asked her, trying to make Eleanor feel like you made this up in your head, like, well, I'm not monogamous. How the fuck was she supposed to know that? You didn't tell her that. Like, you
Yeah.
Right. You're in an open relationship at 16 years old.
yeah, it is.
You're like, get real.
It's key.
Like when you're looking for a third.
So I appreciate Chloe for being like young and saying that like I love kind of like I love love. Like, look, like I'm not trying to be in a relationship, but like I'll date Harrison, but also date you. Like trying to say like I'm not just sticking to like
But
a man and
the issue
woman.
was she wasn't parading Eleanor, right?
right.
That was the issue. You love, but you love to show one versus the other, and that's like that was the big issue.
Yeah.
And she never was okay with that. Like she just like assumed like, oh, you have to deal with this Eleanor, but like she never like had a discussion.
Right.
What is her like ugly or something?
I mean, she picks, in my mind, she looks pretty.
Maya
So-
Hawke, is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, is that what we're thinking?
Because like, truth be told, let's be real. Like, I think Chloe reminds me of like if I'm thinking of like a character in my mind. She
Yeah,
reminds
who
me-
does Chloe like? What do you guys picture for Chloe? Is she?
Have you guys seen Heartstoppers or Heartstopper or whatever? It's like this really cute teen show. Of course, no one has. It's fun. Basically, there's this actress in there. She's like super annoying, but she's like a blonde, and she's very like, oh, I'm pretty, like, and I know it, but I'm like, oh, wow. And I
The
was like,
softball was a dead giveaway though. I was like, oh, softball. Yeah, she's a little.
she was softball.
Yeah, she was softball or something. I was
Explains,
like,
explains it all. I knew it. I knew it. Let me pull up a picture.
Wait, is she blonde or brunette, Chloe?
I think she
She's a
said she's
blonde.
brunette.
Oh, I
Brunette.
thought you were fun.
I thought she was blonde too.
Sounds like a
Probably wrong then.
Sounds like blonde. Damn. That's how you go. All right, so are you pulling up the picture?
Yeah, I am. Sorry. Hold on. Oh my god.
The stress.
I don't know. Is she even popular yet?
Hey, Jamie, while she does that, can you see how many chapters we have left?
Okay. Let me stop with the see all these videos. How do we do that? We're gonna go to okay. So oh, that's fucking awkward. This is who I'm thinking of.
Can't, it's too white.
That looks like Arya from Game.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was too for a
I
second.
was like, Arya?
does look like her from Game of Thrones. So yeah, we can't.
You
Apparently,
can shoot a text in the group.
Yeah, send it in the group message.
Oh, there we go. A little better. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
can-
Definitely resting bitch face. I can see that.
Right. She gives that resting bitch face. And I was like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
But I digress. That's why I think
Oh, wait, so Aren't there like 19 chapters, did we say? Like how many chapters are there?
Yeah, there's 19.
19? Okay, because I mean, at that point, like, do you guys want to talk like next one we finish the book?
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
it's like that's not crazy to finish.
Yeah.
It's doable for sure.
What is the of that?
It's
That'd be the 25th.
Okay.
Yo, I kind of was gonna say, yeah, that's the 25th. 8 chapters. So then there is that what you guys want to, I was gonna say, y'all, kind of an homage to our first book that we did was kind of like a whodunit. Would you guys want to do that for like the next theme of the book?
Yeah.
I would say the same thing. I want one like that, a whodunit.
Right?
You know what I realized too? We're coming up on 1 year.
I was gonna say that.
November, the first week of November was when we had our first meeting.
Yeah.
So when we finish this one, it'll be a full year since we read that one, which is kind of crazy to think about.
What was
Like,
it called?
you say, Abby?
What was the first book called?
The Couple Next Door.
That's what it was. Okay.
That was a good book club type of book too, because like everybody got to like pick like who they think did it and like the theories, and like I like that was a really good, like,
Yeah.
it my favorite books, but it was one of my favorite like book club books, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I think like that'd be kind of cool because we are coming up on our 1 year. So I was like, let's just do that to kind of like, do whodunit, and it kind of, we're still in October, so it kind of fits the theme of like spooky season and stuff like that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I guess for
But
this
then for the next book club, Abby, are you still doing readings for whoever's showing up, or
You for the on the
just like one card per person or whatever? Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we could talk about the ending and see who won. Chloe, you dead?
Not-
She alive?
Wait, did we all predict what was gonna happen? Did I miss that?
I think we
It's
kind
just
of
if
all
Chloe's
talked
alive or dead.
about it.
Guys, there's no way Jillian would say no one hates you if she like is dead. They would hate her.
I mean, maybe, but she has so much anxiety that I'm like, maybe something happened and she was there and like she was part of drama, but it's not her fault. And so
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
everyone when people don't actually blame her, but this one group of shitty fucking teenage boys hates her because they're cunts. Like,
Oh, true.
That's what I think so too. Like she was framed, but she couldn't do anything about it because like her mom's sick and like she was with her dad, so like she was an easy target. So that's why she had like leave.
Guys, literally this song.
Get out.
Liars. I can't. Y'all, I can't. Oh my god. Okay. Wait.
Okay.
We end up reading Pretty Little Liars.
No, but like literally I was thinking, I was like, okay, so October 25th, we finished the book, and then we do the reading, and then should we already, well, we can then start the discussion of the next book, like the theme being like a whodunit, and then everyone can put their suggestions for that week, and then we can go from there.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good.
Everyone have any other questions, or we're all good?
All good.
All
All
set.
right. Later,
Have a good
guys.
night.
Happy Tuesday.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.